Hey guys, and welcome back. Today's video is going to be kind of in the Halloween spirit, if you will. It's not really going to be one of those transformational looks, but it is going to be something kind of fall inspired. I'm going to do a kind of like a dark purpley vampy kind of look with some dark lipstick. So if you guys want to see that, you can keep on watching. I will say that pretty much every product that I'm going to be using in this look is going to be something that is under $10. So I think that's awesome. Like, I love watching videos where everything is pretty much affordable. So if you guys want to see how I do this look and see how it turns out, just keep on watching. I'm not going to prime my face. I'm just going to go right into foundation. And the foundation that I chose to use today is the one by The Ordinary Colors. I got this at Hudson Bay online. I don't think I could get it at in store, like at the Hudson Bay that we have. Maybe you guys can, I'm not sure, but I believe this stuff was literally like, I think it was like $5, $5.50 or $5.75 or something like that. So this was a super affordable foundation. I will say that if you want it to last a very long time, this might not be the one for you. It is cheap. It looks beautiful when you first apply it, but I find over time, especially if you don't set anything, it will kind of slide off and kind of accentuate some of your lines. So if you do plan on wearing this for a full day, just keep in mind that you will have to touch up. And the brush that I'm using is the one that I use all the time, which is the Morphe Y7 brush, the gold, with the gold handle. So I'm just going to go ahead. Oh, I don't even think I told you guys what shade I was using. I'm using the shade 1.1N. So because the brush was making it look a little streaky, I'm just going to go in with the Real Techniques blender and just kind of blend the top layer of that out just a bit more. So now that that's done, I'm going to be going in with some concealer, and the concealer that I'm going to be using is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. I got this right before they started switching over their shade names. So this one is actually in the shade Fair 5, but I think if I were to pick the ones today, it would be Fair 2. So just keep that in mind, that this shade isn't actually available anymore. They just changed the names of the shade to a different range, so I'm pretty sure that this stuff is Fair 2 on the website. And this stuff is pretty affordable. I believe it was like $6 US, so that's really good. And I love this concealer because it feels so creamy and so silky when you are applying it on. And it just pretty much brightens up my whole face. So I'm just going to apply it to the usual spots that I apply concealer. The one thing to remember with this concealer is that it does oxidize down. Like, it seems like it oxidizes one shade maybe. So just keep that in mind. If you're worried that you want to get the exact shade for your skin, maybe go one lighter than what you are reaching for. Again, because it does oxidize. I'm just going to pat that all out with my Real Techniques blender once again. I know this looks pretty disgusting by now, but, you know, I have another one here. I just haven't used it yet. I want to get, like, maximum use out of this one first. Once everything is good and blended, I'm going to go in with some setting powder and just kind of bake under my eyes and the surrounding areas. So, again, I am using the Maybelline Fitme Loose Finishing Powder in the shade 05 Fair. This stuff, I think regularly it's like $9.99 at Walmart, but it does go on sale all the time. Like, I think when I picked this up, it was like $6.97 or something. This stuff is awesome. If you haven't seen my other videos, it's literally like what I wear in every one, pretty much. So yeah, I love this stuff. It's really good for baking because it's finely milled. And I like to go in and bake with a sponge, kind of like a more firm sponge. This is just one that I picked up. I think it's from Winners, just like one of those indie brands. So I'm actually going to go in and pat some on my sponge and just start to bake under my eyes, just for setting. So I'm going to let that sit on for a little bit until I do brows. So I know I told you guys that every product is going to be under $10, but actually what I didn't realize is the eyebrow product that I wanted to use from the drugstore, which is Milani, I ran out of. So it's like it's gone. Unfortunately, I do have to use one of the other high-end ones because I don't have another drugstore one that's about $10 here. But I am going to be using the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Taupe. So again, sorry guys, I know I said it was under 10, but just for this one exception. So I'm just going to go ahead and do my brows while this stuff is setting. I never show you guys like fully when I do my brows. I just kind of insert clips because for me, watching someone just sit there and do their brows is pretty boring, so I'm figuring it's boring for you. Although, if anyone wanted to see like a full thing just of how to do brows and brow tips and tricks, just let me know and I can probably do a video on that as well. So, brows are looking a little thick today. Whatever. Some days they turn out good, some days they do not turn out how I want them to, but you know, we're just gonna go with the flow. Now it's time to swipe off the bake, and you can use pretty much any brush. The brush I'm using is a Morphe R3 brush. It's just one of these tapered, kind of like a face brush. So I'm just gonna go ahead and swipe this off. Sorry if you guys can hear the wind outside. Seems like every time I do a video, you can hear something outside. It's because there's literally a window right there, and I swear to God, the walls must be like a millimeter thick because I feel like I'm outside. I can hear every leaf, every wind whistle, and every blow. It's kind of annoying, but you gotta deal. You just gotta work with what you have. So now I'm just gonna bronze up the face just a little tiny bit. I'm not going to go overboard this time. I think my very first YouTube video I put up was one with like a bold lip. It was like the end of summer. I didn't upload it until like now, but it is there, and it looks like I went so heavy on the bronzer. I swear it did not look that heavy in the mirror, but when it came on camera I was like, holy smokes, like. But I promise I'm going to try not to put it on as heavy this time because it's fall, it's almost winter, so I lost a lot of my tan. So let's hope this works a little better. And to apply, I'm using the F05 Sigma Small Contour Brush and the trusty Butter Bronzer. So I'm just going to go ahead and just kind of sculpt out just a little bit. That should be a little better, but we will find out when I go to edit my video if it looks really blotchy or not. I think I'm good. I'm looking in the viewfinder. Doesn't look too bad. I think it's my lighting. I do not have good lighting yet since I'm just like a startup channel. I pretty much only have like a ring light, and then I have two soft boxes that I got from Amazon. I am in a basement, so the lighting down here is horrible. So as time goes by, you guys should start to see like little updates. I want to change out this background because I find it a little distracting. Let me know what you guys think. It's just my own preference. I want to kind of go with a lighter solid color. So yeah, just let me know what you guys think, if you find it distracting or not. I would love your input. Anything at all that you can tell me to improve my channel, or visuals or anything like that. Just let me know. Forgot to mention the price of this guy. I believe he is, something's telling me it's around $15, maybe $19 for the butter bronzer at Walmart. Again, I am sorry, this is not under $10. I'm just going to change the name to this video, almost everything under $10, because so far I messed up twice on these prices. But again, I am sorry. Everything else should be. Don't hold me to that though. So next I'm going in with blush, and this is the Milani Baked Blush in the shade Dolce Pink, and this stuff is under $10. I forget the exact price, but it is under $10. So for this I'm using the Sigma blush brush in the number F10. So I'm just gonna put some on my cheeks. So for the eyes, I am using MAC eyeshadows, but I am using the single eyeshadow pans. I'm going to be using some of the purples here. I'm going to tell you the shades as I use them, but I believe these shades, the little eye inserts go for, I think they're like $9. I know that for a fact because I would not pay more than $10 for a single eyeshadow pan. Just have them in one of the MAC magnetic, almost like a Z palette type thing. The first color that I am going into is going to be the shade Haux, and it looks like that. It's just kind of like a nice, cool transition color. The first brush that I'm using is the Morphe E23. So we're just gonna go in and just kind of darken up the transition just a little. Next, I'm going to be going in with one of the purple shades. This one is Deep Damson. It's kind of like a darker purple matte shade. This one is really pretty. So I'm just going to go in with a little bit of a smaller brush. This one's a Sigma Tapered Blending E40 brush. I'm just going to swirl that around and add that to my crease. Okay, so once that is done, I'm going to go in with a little bit of a darker shade. It's just a tad darker than that one. This one is called Sketch, and it looks like this. It's kind of like another purple shade, just a tad bit darker. I'm going to be using the Morphe E17 brush. Just going to dip this in there like that, and just kind of work on the outer edges. This is the Sigma Small Tapered Blending E45 brush. Now that the color's down there, I'm just going to add a little bit more and blend it a little more with this brush. And the thing with darker colors is you really gotta blend. Like, it takes a long time to blend darker colors just so it doesn't look patchy. So once you have pretty much your color laid down of where it's going to be on the corner of your eyes, I'm going to go in with another shade by them, and it's called Shroom. And this is kind of like a pearly finish, lighter shade like this. And I'm just going to kind of put this on this portion of my eye and just kind of blend it in with the outer color. So I'm just going to do it with my finger, just going to tap it on, and we're just going to start putting bit by bit in like this. And these nails certainly do not help. If anyone follows my Instagram, I just uploaded a photo of my nails from yesterday. I just got them done. I've had tips before, but these ones are really long. And I also work in a jewelry store, so it's a struggle. Next time I'm definitely going to be getting them just cut just a little bit shorter, just so they're more easier to manage. So once you put that color down, just kind of take a brush and just kind of blend the outer edge, just so there's not like a harsh line where the two colors meet. And you can just keep adding it just to kind of create like a blending ombre effect as the two colors meet. And just keep blending it until you get it at exactly what you want. Okay, so once you have that, I'm just going to go in with a brush, not adding any more color to it. I'm just going to kind of sweep the edges so there is no edge. It's more softly blended out. Now I'm just going to do some of my lower lash line. I'm going to take those two purpley colors that I was using before actually I think I'm just gonna use Sketch, so the second purple shade I was using, the one that I did mostly the corner with. I'm just gonna take a bit of that and do my lower lash line, just to kind of smoke it out. I'm just taking the same brush that I used to kind of soften this up to just run on the lower lash line, just to kind of soften that up as well. That looks to be pretty good. You can touch up anything that you want. I'm just going to touch up a little bit here in the corner with that dark purple shade again. Yeah, you can kind of make touch-ups anywhere that you want. Anywhere that you see that could just add just a little bit of fixing. I'm actually going to take that same shade Shroom, and I am just going to take a little brush. I'm just using this little tiny pencil brush. This is a Morphe Y22 brush. I'm just going to put it in that same shade Shroom and just kind of do under my brow bone and the inner corner. Next, I'm going to be using a liner. So I think I mentioned before that I don't like to use actual like pencil liner or liquid liner. My favorite to use is actually shadow, used as liner with a pencil brush. So because I don't have any black shades in my MAC magnetic pans, I will be going in with the darkest shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette. So just this darker one on the bottom. You can use, again, you can use any black shade, anything that you have that you could make into a liner, you can use. It's just this is the one that was literally just sitting right beside me, and it's super dark and pigmented, so that's what I'm using. So I'm just going to go ahead and line my lash line with this. So if you wanted to add some darkness to the lower lash line, you can. I'm just going to be adding a little bit there, just in kind of like the outer corners, and just kind of help blend that out a little. Now it is time for mascara, and I'm going to be using the Colossal Big Shot. I think I use this in every video so far. It's my absolute favorite mascara. It gives me volume and length, so that's what I look for in mascara. I'm just going to coat my eyelashes. I don't want to coat them too thick because I am going to attempt false lashes today. So next I'm going to be using some highlighter, and the highlighter that I'm using is the Wet n Wild Megaglo highlighting powder in the shade Blossom Glow. So it looks just like this. This stuff I believe is like $5, maybe almost $6, so another item under 10. I'm just going to go ahead and apply this with the Sigma High Cheekbone Highlighter brush in F03. So I'm just going to apply it to my cheeks, a little bit up there. So I'm going to attempt to wear some falsies today. This usually never goes good at all. Like, I just kind of gave up on false eyelashes. So I hope it works today. I'm going to be doing them off camera, of course, because it might take me literally like a half an hour to try to put them on. But if I do get them on, what I'm going to be using is the Ardell Faux Mint Wispies. These are luxuriously lightweight with knot-free Invisiband. So these are like this. I picked these up at Walmart. I think they were like $9.99. So let's try to see if I can get these on. Oh my goodness, I think they're on. This never ever happens. And when I say never happens, I mean never happens. Like, I don't know why these go on a lot better than other ones. I actually really like them. So again, these are the Ardell Faux Mint Wispies. The packaging looks like this. $9.99 from Walmart. yeah, so I think these will be my go-to ones because they are looking pretty good. Now it's time for the finale, the thing that will pull this whole look together and make it what this video says it's going to be, which is Vampy. I am going to be using a $3 lipstick from Walmart. So this definitely is under $10. So this is the Wet n Wild, what is it called? I think it's just their Wet n Wild lipsticks. They literally have these in a lot of shades. This shade is in the shade Vamp It Up. So it is like a dark purple. Again, I would never wear this lipstick on an everyday basis, although I think I wore it once out. I think it was like last fall and I wore it once. So we're just going to go ahead and apply this. These lipsticks kind of go on a little bit dry, so you kind of have to build it up. I find anyway. Whoa, this is so dark. Whew, she's dark. Okay. Last but not least is the setting spray. I'm going to be using some MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus Gold Light. So this stuff is super nice. I really like this. Better than the original. Alright guys, this is the finished look. I actually really like this. I wish I could wear this like every day without being judged on how kind of dark and gothy this looks. But I really do like it. Everything turned out good. I'm surprised at how well the lashes came on because, again, lashes never work on me, ever. The lipstick actually looks pretty good. I really like it. Really. Like, I actually really like this lipstick. No joke. Let me know what you guys think about this look. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Would you wear it out every day besides Halloween looks? Let me know. I would love to know. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Literally, it means the world to me. If you guys have any ideas, anything to suggest to me, just leave it down in the comments below. I will read every single one of them. If you liked this video and you like this look, give me a thumbs up. And please subscribe to my channel. That would mean literally the world to me. Until the next video, I will catch you guys there. Bye.